Hello, my name's Gabby, and today I'm gonna be talking about what I read in January because I want to, and I love these videos and they're so fun, and I feel like the books I read in January were pretty good. Well, everybody knows these books, so I'm pretty sure we would all know they're like good, I guess, to some certain extent. I don't know. I read 5 books this month. 5. I read Midnight Library. I read The Cruel Prince, Wicked King, and Queen of Nothing. And then I read Sword Catcher by Cassandra Clare. So, I'm gonna try and go through these books. Like, I'm gonna give you the basic premise of the book. And then I'm gonna talk about my thoughts, feelings, and opinion on the book. And hopefully no spoilers. I don't think I'm gonna spoil the book. Like, I might give you the characters' names, but like I'm not gonna spoil anything like fun about the book. No, yeah, I won't. So I started off this month pretty strong with The Midnight Library. The Midnight Library is basically this book about this one girl, I don't remember her name. She is kind of miserable with her life, and she ends up, I can't really tell you how. Well, anyways, she ends up living other versions of her life that she thought in her original life would be more desirable, and she ends up learning like things about those lives. And I feel like that's as much as I can say about the book without like spoiling the vibes. All I can say is I think the author did a very good job at getting the point across, and while it was like repetitive in a sense, it was also like each repetition was different enough when it came to like changing the lives. So I really liked that. It was a nice beginning book for the year because it was like a new perspective on how to view my life and the decisions I make and how they impact my life and all that other stuff. But when I went to Goodreads to review it, like, people were dragging that book, and I'm here to stand on firm on this mountain that's not here and say, like, I really think this is a common like hate conception when it comes to like self-help books. Like, one, let's just think about let's just think about the part that says self-help, okay? Like, if it's self-help, like, the book is going to tell you that your life is not that bad. Like, I don't know, the book is gonna tell you that. I mean, no, not the book. Yeah, the book is gonna tell you that. It's gonna tell you like your life's not bad, you just need to change your perspective. Like, if you don't want to hear that, don't read a self-help book. What did you want to hear? Like, yeah, your life is bad, it's okay, just keep living it. That doesn't sound very self-help. So yeah, a lot of the arguments were like, it's just trying to explain like that everybody's life is not that bad, and you could just keep living, but you just need to change your perspective. And like, I disagree, because like, yeah, that's the point of the book. It's to tell you that your life is not that bad and you need to change your perspective. If your life is that bad, and I understand there are people with varying degrees of badness in life, okay? But like, that's the point, you know? Like, okay, your life is worse. If you don't want to hear about how your life might not be as bad as you think, like, don't read a self-help book, you know? And like, I don't know, I don't want to come off as like insensitive or anything, because like, I get it, like, people do truly have bad, terrible lives, and just telling them to get over it is like not the way to go, which I understand. But I don't think the book is trying to tell you to get over it. You know what I'm saying? I think people are just taking it that way because they don't want to accept that maybe their life, they just need to change their perspective and whatever. I don't know. I'm just here to say that if you don't want the message that your opinions, that your decisions change your life and that you are in control of those, and the life that you desire might not be as desirable as you thought, then don't read the book. Damn, I'm out of breath. I felt really passionately about that because like, they really do be bashing self-help books for telling you to help yourself. Anyways, it was a good book. So if that sounds like your vibe, if you want a fresh new perspective, read it. The next 3 books that I read were a part of a trilogy by Holly Black. I don't remember the name of the trilogy. I remember the name of the 3 books. They're pretty popular. Cruel Prince, Wicked King, and Queen of Nothing. Also, I forgot to mention, I have none of the books with me. I don't own any of the books except for Midnight Library. Anyways, so as a whole series, I really gave it a 5 stars. I really loved it. And I gave it a 5 stars not because of like the intense quality of the writing, just the entertainment that it provided me. If I'm entertained, like, you're getting a couple extra points. Obviously, there were spots that I thought were not as like literary, not as like slay boss, whatever. But if you want like a really quick, interesting fantasy read, each of those books felt like a snap, like a second in time. You know what I'm saying? The books, when you read the books, you went into the book, you stayed in the book, you forget about all this otherworldly stuff, and you go into the next book. So I really like that experience because I love fantasy books, and then I love being transported to worlds that don't exist. So that I can pray and hope and wish that they did exist. But basically, The Cruel Prince is about this girl named Jude who lives in fairyland because of some unfortunate circumstances that happened at the beginning of the book that I don't want to say because I don't know if it's really considered a spoiler. I've never really given a proper book review. I watch a lot of them, but like, I don't know. Anyway, she's in fairyland. She grows up in fairyland. Now she wants to be a part of fairyland, but they don't take her seriously because she's a human and not a fairy. So that's basically the catalyst to all of the that's the catalyst to every single event. Basically, I'm a human, but I want them to fear me. Like, that's it. That's her motivation, basically. I want them to fear me. I want to be better. Like, hear me roar vibes, which I was there for. Okay, strong female lead, good. Was it like 100% amazingly done? I don't know, but it was entertaining enough. What was really entertaining was the love story. Like, I really was like reading the book after book after book just to like even feel a morsel of the love. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got little pieces here and there, but it was just like you really wanted to get to those pieces. So yeah, the love, yeah. There's a lot of plots and like plot twists and like oh my god moments. But sorry, the camera keeps moving because you are on a tripod that is on my bed. So there's that. Yeah, it's very plotty, twisty, like again, entertainment at its finest. And I really loved the whole thing. I think I gave the first 2 books 4 stars and the last book a 5 stars. I really did like the last book. The last book gave me like all the satisfaction that I needed, except for like I have to just read the other books. There's like 2 other books, but they're not related to the trilogy. I mean, they're related to the trilogy in terms of they're in the world, but they're about different characters. I'm talking too much. Moral of the story is that the 3 books are entertaining. They are worth the hype, and I did enjoy them. And reading all 3 of them, I read all 3 of them in a row, and it was a very fluid experience. Like I said, because I just wanted to know what happened next. That's how entertaining they were to me, that I just had to read the next book as soon as I finished the other book. Like, it was day I finished the first book, started reading the second book. Day I finished the second book, started reading the third book. Like, yeah. So, if you like fantasy, if you like fairies, also it's a really good introduction to fairies because I didn't really know that much about them, and I feel like I know like some more facts about fairies now. So, I really enjoyed it. But yeah. Anyways, next book. That book is my 5-star book. That book is my memorable book of the month. That book is my baby girl. That book, I can't wait for the second book to come out. Like, I love that book. One, I listened to it in audiobook format, which I think made the experience like 10 times better. Second, that was just very well done political fantasy world. But what else can you expect from Cassandra Clare? Like, come on now. I just, within like the first couple chapters, you're wrapped up. You're wrapped up and you want to stay there. And when I tell you this book was so good, I didn't even want to listen to the audiobook anymore because I didn't want to finish. Because I know the second book doesn't come out until March. And if I finish the book, then I finish the beauty of it. And so I didn't want to finish it. So that's how I knew. That's how I knew I loved the book. But basically, the book is about this orphan named Kellyanne who he lives in an orphanage. Oh, well, girl. Yeah, he's an orphan. I just said that. He's obviously, okay. Let's start that again. So Kellyanne, he's in an orphanage. He's an orphan. This general man comes to get him, and he looks kind of like the king, not the king, the prince of the land of, what is it called? Aurelian? Something like that. Aurelia. I don't remember. That's the name of the land. And he's supposed to be the sword catcher. So he basically stands in for the prince or jumps in front of the prince whenever dangerous situations may arise. So it basically goes from when Kel is like a child to now he's grown up, and you know, the Prince Connor's grown up. So now it's like, now Kel's kind of battling with what am I gonna be after I'm not the sword catcher anymore? Then I have to be my own person. It's just like a very good, it like shows, and it's just, hold up. It's a really good display of how Kel is like grasping with the fact that he's never truly been himself, because he's always just been raised to mimic Connor the prince. And so when Connor doesn't need him anymore, when he becomes king, he's just thinking like, what am I gonna do? Because I don't know who I am. Like, I'm basically Connor. Like, me and Connor, we are the same, you know? So I really liked that aspect of it. It was just also a lot of just politics and plot twists and like rich people betraying things and doing crazy shit. And then there was the other perspective in the book, which is Lynn Castor, who is what are they called? I don't remember what her people were called, but they live in this little space in this kingdom called the Salt, and those people practice gematria, which is a like entry-level magic system. And she's basically a physician, and she's the only women physician in the whole kingdom. And she just kind of gets wrapped in with them, with Kel and Connor. But also she's like a true strong female lead. Like, she's not like she's cunning and she's intelligent, but like also you can see like where she goes wrong. And she's not just like consistently making badass decisions and they're consistently working out, and like, you know, because like I feel like that happens with a lot of strong female leads. Like, they make all these crazy decisions and it always works out, even though like if it was a man it would not always work out, you know? So sometimes the things work out for her, sometimes the things don't work out for her, but she always comes back. And that's my girl right there. That's my girl. That really is my girl. I love her. So yeah, that book was actually very, very, very good, and I really recommend it in audiobook format, because I just like, come on now, like, come on, like, it was good, like, the heck. So yeah, those are the 5 books I read this month. Yeah, like, let me know your thoughts and opinions. I always want to hear from everybody who watches my videos, because I love chit-chatting with people in the comments. It's always fun. I love book recommendations. I love literally anything. I just love. So if you have anything you want to add, let me know. The heck. And yeah, that's it for this week. Like, live, laugh, love. Have a wonderful, amazing, slay, blessed, sunny, beautiful day in this world. Yeah. Oh, bye-bye. That was giving goofy. Hold up. Let me try that again. that was like Mickey Mouse core. Bye. That felt even creepier. Hold up. Let me just, I feel like I just ruined my whole video with that goodbye. Okay, ready? No, because now you, bye. Literally bye.